It's spring, yay, what a kick in the plants. This is what we've all been waiting for, so maintain your composture. You know, I'd like to encourage you to try some different plants this year. You know, I often tell people if you haven't killed any plants, you're not trying hard enough. So get out there and put some plants in the ground. It's not often you have somebody who tells you to look down, but I'm telling you to look down because soil preparation is so important. Whether or not we're putting together a container of flowers or we're planting vegetables in a garden or a tree in the ground, proper soil preparation is so important. Take care of amending the soil first and your plant will appreciate it. So remember, if your landscape needs a good, swift kick in the plants, diversity is so important. We're going to be planting vegetables, perennials, woody landscape plants and roses, and don't forget flowering annuals. From early spring all the way into fall, flowering annuals give you that kick in the plants that you need to add a pop of color here and there. As the eye looks across the landscape, it needs places to settle, to rest, and a pop of color is certainly going to do that for you. I don't want to start a rhubarb or anything, but you should be eating your veggies, and I'll tell you what, there's no better way to eat your veggies than when you know where they're coming from. And that's a real trend today. You know, back in the 1940s, victory gardens were huge. 40% of the produce eaten in the United States was produced in backyards. Now, that was all part of the war effort. But today, people understand how important healthy eating is, and many people want to know where their food is coming from. So for people who are just starting out, I would recommend a pepper plant or a tomato plant. And once you have success with them, you can move on to all sorts of other vegetables, from peas to lettuce to onions to kale. I tell you what, the buffet is endless. I just wet my plants, and so should you. It's not embarrassing. As a matter of fact, it's loads of fun. Your hydrangeas are going to appreciate it too. You know, when we look down and not up and we work on the soil, remember, a good well-drained soil that has moisture and nutrient retention capability. Wow, that's a lot of words. Here, let me make it simple for you. Add lots of organic matter to your existing soil when planting. Sometimes it's just the little things. And you know, I mentioned in my new book, I Just Wet My Plants, that Ralph Waldo Emerson said, adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. Over time, we learn little secrets like beautiful clematis and how they like cool feet and hot tops, so we add a little bit of extra mulch at the base of the plant. Or a lot of people struggle with the plant we love to hate, hydrangeas. Well, we love hydrangeas because of their beautiful flowers, and this is one produced by proven winners called Tough Stuff. And my, is that a tough hydrangea. If you've struggled with hydrangeas, that's a good one to try. As a matter of fact, I state in my book, do something, and if it works, do more of it. If it doesn't, well, then do something else. So pick up a copy of my new book. It's vulnerable, it's personal. I just wet my plants, and so should you. You can get the book by going to thankyouverymulch.com. That's thankyouverymulch.com, and thank you very mulch. Visit us at myflowerland.com. Get details on how you can attend the book signing for I Just Wet My Plants. Details at myflowerland.com. All right, so how about a good goose story? We show up for work and realize that, well, she decided to incubate her eggs on top of a huge pile of bark mulch. Now we're gonna let her do her thing because we're down with that, so to speak, and I guess you could say also we're Michiganders. So she's gonna take a few days and deal with the eggs up in the mulch pile, and we're gonna leave her alone. And if you happen to stop by Flowerland in Kentwood, well, just honk and wave. Flowerland, celebrating 25 years of the Flowerland show this May. That's a quarter of a century of well-rooted, grounded advice.